Hey everyone, this is Farita and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to dive into this beautiful and magnificent world of Niagara Falls. And trust me when I say this, that this is the only video that you are going to need before and while planning your trip to the Niagara Falls. The reason why I'm saying that this is the only video that you'll require to watch is because I'm going to cover everything, right from how do you reach there, how much money are you going to require, what is the ideal time that you'll need to spend there, what are the all-inclusive passes that are available, best time to go, pro tips like what are the things that you should carry and nobody else is going to tell you that, also where to park and how much money should you budget around it. Did you also know that you can get these spectacular views from your hotel room of exactly the Horseshoe Falls right from your window? So I'm going to tell you how. Stay tuned. The most important question is the US side better or the Canadian side? So I'm going to uncover all these questions and I'm going to answer everything in detail. So stay tuned. This video is going to talk about three places. One is Niagara Outlet Mall, and the second place that we are going to see is Niagara-on-the-Lake. I'm going to tell you in the video how you can add this beautiful and offbeat gem to your list while you are traveling to Niagara Falls. And third, of course, the Niagara Falls itself. My best friend Ankita and her husband Mayank picked us up from downtown Toronto. We were living in the Ibis Hotel, which was right in the city center. You can carry your international driving license, which will be a safe bet just in case your Indian driving license is not accepted at some places. So you'll be good to go with your international driving license, which you can take out here in India as well. We started our day early, somewhere around 8 o'clock, and before reaching the outlet mall, we stopped at a hotel called Radha Krishna on the highway for breakfast. And here you could get this unlimited plate for around 20 to 30 Canadian dollars. I got this dosa for around $12. Beverages, tea, coffee were extra. Let me know in the comments if you are also sucker for Indian food while you are traveling outside like us. And the reason why I chose Niagara Outlet Mall over Toronto Outlet Mall, because I had very less time with me in the city, and this one was on the way to the Niagara Falls, hence making it a no-brainer selection for me. Here is us reaching the outlet mall finally after an hour or two's drive, and we easily got some parking because it was a weekday and weekends are crazy. So if you guys are planning to shop over the weekends in Toronto or Niagara outlet malls, I would highly recommend starting your day as early as possible to get parking slot and to have no rush in while you are shopping. Where an outlet mall is basically a place where the seller directly sells it to the customers, and that's the reason why you get heavily discounted rates up to 90% off. So as a child, I used to think that this is all the dollars and this is how NRIs are able to afford these branded shopping, but this is the secret which I'm going to tell you, that it is, of course it's the dollars, but it's also the outlet malls. This was the entire map. I had taken a picture of this and was roaming around with it. It was very helpful. Coach sling bags for $129. Are you serious? Wow. I cannot believe there were Coach wallets for 90 Canadian dollars. It really was a steal. You had changing room here as well for you to try out the clothes that you are buying. All the clothes were 50% and above on discount. The line was just 5 to 4 people ahead of us, thanks to the weekday that we chose. Otherwise, we would be wasting a lot of time by queuing up everywhere. I was really happy seeing Fjallraven here. I should have picked up this bag for myself, but hopefully next time. And these bags and everything in the store had 20 to 30% off. All the Kate Spades were arranged as per their colors, and there were discounts up to 90% off on some racks. There were also Kate Spades starting as low as $49, but of course those were the ones that you see on my extreme left, the tiny coin pouches. But the deals were fantastic here. I picked up 2 Kate Spades for myself, and watch my shopping haul video. I'm going to link it here. We got then some food and beverages for ourselves at the food court here. There is washroom as well and water refillable station too. So carry your refillable bottle so you don't waste money on buying water here. There are around 10 stores here. You will find vegetarian and non-vegetarian options as well for you to eat. Battles between the Native Americans and Britishers is the reason how Niagara-on-the-Lake came to be, and obviously the battles are gone long ago. Now you have everything that is left is colonial style buildings and beautiful flowers everywhere that you see, obviously beside the lake. So this is extremely beautiful and breathtaking place, and how can you get an all-inclusive pass is what I'm going to tell you, so stay tuned. After traveling in Canada for 10 days, one thing that I've realized is that you need not go to some place to see the natural beauty of this fantastic country. This is in October, and look at these beautiful greens and fall colors all around us. The drive itself to Niagara Falls was such a treat to the eyes that this video is doing no justice to the kind of beauty and colors that we could see here. You see the needle-ish thing? That's where you can have lunch and get the view of the entire Horseshoe Falls, a bird's eye view from there. That's the mist that is flying above. It's incredible, and look at the roads which are wet because of the wind and the waterfalls mist flying around everywhere. Answering the most common dilemma that usually people have is from which side should they see the falls from. So USA has a direct transport from New York which takes about 6 hours one way, and there are a lot of tours and travels, day trips agencies who have these kind of tours which takes around 12 hours just for the journey, and plus say somewhere around 2 to 3 hours that you get to spend some time there. This sounded very daunting to me, and I was not up for it, and obviously I had to meet Ankita while I was there, and I thought, why not, this would be a very good decision. So this is about the US side. The Canadian side of what my friends and family have told me, that it is much better because of the horseshoe bend, and the Canadian side has a larger geographical area of the Niagara Falls, so that would make more sense. So you get a beautiful panoramic view while you are taking a boat ride, and also while you are on the land on top of Niagara Falls, that you can see the entire view. So that is much prettier and better while you are there. We were earlier also planning to stay in the Embassy Suites in Hilton, but because of logistics and our plans, things didn't work out. But next time, please send me good juju so I get to go there the next time. In case you have a special event coming up, or nonetheless your life is no less than an event itself, you guys can choose to stay in this Embassy Hotel, where you get view of the Horseshoe Falls right from your window. But remember to select the room category called Falls View, either in Embassy Suite or any other hotels on the same promenade. You can check out the street on Google Maps. So Radisson is a hotel behind these hotels, so you'll not get a direct view of the Horseshoe Falls. You can see here Marriott as well. Check out the photos and maps that it is right beside the falls without any hindrance in between. Also remember, if you're booking your stay in any of these hotels have a lot of free amenities as well. So if you see the track which goes up and down, it's a 2-day pass is all inclusive by Hilton. So just check out the hotel's direct website and check all the amenities that they're providing you with. Here are 2 websites from where you can take a pass from for Niagara Falls, where it includes journey behind the falls. I checked this out on the internet, but I did not find it as interesting. And pass station and tunnels about how they are using the hydro energy for electricity and other science and physics with it. There's a butterfly and floral conservative, and then the falls incline railway. So we did not find it as interesting, and we did not even have the time for all these activities, and this was $50. And for the boat ride, you had to anyway pay extra $40. You can check out these FAQs here, that in how many days can you use the pass, where to pick up, etc, etc. Basically what I'm trying to say is that buying a pass did not make sense for us at all because of time crunch, and we just wanted to do the boat ride, which was anyway not a part of the pass. This is the second website, and both the websites are pretty exhaustive in nature. So if you have 2 to 3 days or even more, there are literally lot of things for you to do here, loads and loads. So remember to check out both these websites. And just in case you have managed to take out some time, you can have lunch in this restaurant or observatory, from where you can see these Horseshoe Falls while you are eating. I'm going to link the experiences ticket in the description box below, so you can check it out. Vigo, the shuttle service, you can pay $12 extra for one way. If you take a return ticket, it's going to be cheaper, somewhere around $20. You can go to Niagara-on-the-Lake and come back, and you can get on any of the bus where the Vigo bus stations are. So this becomes much cheaper and much convenient, just in case you're not traveling in a car. get a lot of parking space and amenities in and around Niagara Falls, and you can park your car there. You should probably budget around 25 Canadian dollars for your parking spot for the entire day. These falls were formed 12,000 years ago, right before the last ice age, where the glaciers melted and retreated and carved out of these beautiful Great Lakes. The water from this Niagara River actually started flowing down and created this amazing gorge after years and years of erosion. Niagara Falls that we know of. It comprises of Horseshoe Falls, American Falls, and Bridal View Falls. The Native American tribes, called as Iroquois, are the first ones to find and discover this gorge before the European settlers came, and this French man called Samuel de Champlain in the 17th century was the one who first documented these falls. Answering the most common question again, Maid of the Mist or Hornblower, which one should you go for? So while both these tours are identical in nature with respect to money, both of them take 20 minutes for you to get around the Niagara Falls, and both of them show you all the three falls, that is the American side, the horseshoe that is on the Canadian side, and the third one, I'm just going to write it here. So they show you everything. They give you a poncho so that you are almost dry, if I can say that. So what's the difference? The difference is that one of it is from the American side and other one is from the Canadian side. The Hornblower was from the Canadian side, so we paid somewhere around 40 Canadian dollars for each person, each ticket, and we purchased the ticket around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we got the next slot of 4:30 p.m. You could simply just walk in and purchase your tickets. There is no need to pre-book it. Obviously, again, it would depend upon season to season. While we were there in October, it's not as a busy season that the summer months are. So this is a shorter time, and this, I'm presuming, helped us walk in quickly. But I'm sure when I asked my other friends if the smart thing to do of just getting a ticket by walking in on the Canadian side, they said definitely they have done it multiple times. You can use your credit card to buy the tickets, but beware of forex and other markup charges which the bank would charge you. And just in case, if you want very easy quick transactions without any markup or forex charges, you can either try Neo card or Fee card. We've had great experiences with them and nothing to worry, but we also feel that Neo now, since they have penetrated nicely, they have started charging some charges which earlier they were not charging. But now you guys can check out Fee card because they are just expanding their base, so they are giving out much more facilities compared to Neo card. They have this facility of green screen where you could take pictures, and at the end of the tour they would give you out a hard copy for $20 to $40 per picture, which we did not find it worth. You collect your red ponchos, which is of the Canadian side, and blue ponchos are of the US side. You start walking. There was hardly any queue when we reached our boat. I can't believe we got so lucky that we could see a massive, massive end to end rainbow. And if I had a chance and if I was living around, I would love to see Niagara Falls literally every day of my life. It was that a great experience for me. Just look at the massive space and the roar. The mist falls and comes on the road of the side. It's truly magnificent. Niagara Falls is a year-round destination and it's open throughout. But if you want to do the boat trip, it's usually closed during the winter months. That's from November or December till March when it snows and everything's frozen. So obviously, how will the boat glide on the water, right? But you have the falls and all its winter and snow glory. So I am sure even that's going to be a pretty and beautiful sight for you to watch. But summer, spring, and fall is where usually the boats are functional, and you should check the time online. When we visited, we got very lucky that it wasn't as cold as around 10 to 15 degrees, but actually it turned out to be 25 degrees, and the sun started shining just after we got out of our boat tour. So we dried up automatically. I think God was on our favor that day. Long before the European settlers came in, indigenous tribe of Iroquois and National Confederacy, they regarded Niagara Falls as a very holy and spiritual site. So they incorporated their folklore, ceremonies, and daily lives in and around their natural god. Coming to the most important thing, the pro tip that I'm going to share with you now, things to carry. While you are in the boat and you go near the horseshoe bend, the water force is so strong that the water bounces to its nearby area. So while you are crossing the falls, it is going to feel like you are standing under a rainfall. It's monsoon. You are going to get completely drenched. So remember to carry your flip-flops, portable charger, a bag to keep these things dry, and in case your bag is not waterproof, carry a plastic bag and wrap it properly, or just tie a tight knot so that the water does not penetrate inside. Thankfully, the ponchos will be given, and in we wore sport shoes with socks. That was very smart of us. But like I said, the sun came up and we were all dry and ready to go for our next adventure. Refillable water as well. You will find multiple spots where you can just fill it up, and there's no need to waste money on water. Remember to carry an extra pair of clothes, because just in case the sun doesn't show up, you need to show up to a bathroom in which is near the Niagara Falls, and you can change your clothes. Remember to carry a small towel as well so you can dry yourself up quickly. Remember to carry sunscreen before you enter the falls if the sun is strong, and glares as well before, because the sun is quite strong. There are a lot of souvenir options, right, from fridge magnets, travel luggages, t-shirts, mugs, etc. Everything starts from $5 and ranges up to $40 to $100. I got this one for around $12 to $15. How much time and how many hours are sufficient for Niagara Falls? So, like you saw, there are tons and tons of activities to be done in the city of Niagara. I would highly recommend spending at least one day, so you can probably reach the previous night or previous evening and leave that day's night or the next morning. So in this day, half of your day, either first half or second half, you are going to spend in the Niagara Falls, in and around, walking around, clicking pictures, just absorbing the beauty of these falls. And remaining half day, you can either do Niagara on the lake or any one or two or three attractions from the pass that you select. So at least a day or two is what I would highly recommend. There's this uphill area behind the falls where you find all these restaurants and fun things to do, casinos, giant wheels, barber shop as well, which is really quirky in nature and fun. So you guys can eat here or enjoy these rides as well. How to reach Niagara Falls. Now this is pretty straightforward and thankfully it's very easy as well. You'll have to be in Toronto. You either get in through Pearson Airport or Billy Bishop Airport. Once you are in the city, there are three ways that you can reach Niagara Falls, which is 2 hours or 3 hours from Toronto downtown. You can either drive down, which is what we did, or you can take a Flix bus or any other bus services, which I'm going to mention here and in the description box below. The third way is taking a train via Via Rail or Amtrak is the one that you can book, and you can use the websites like Omeo to book your public transport tickets to this place. From Pearson Airport in Toronto or Buffalo Airport in the state of New York, you also get shuttle services to the falls. I'm not quite sure about this, but it's a great option if you do it, if you do want to explore it. And just in case all these things gets too overwhelming for you and you do not want to DIY this trip by yourself, I am going to give you a lot of options in the description box below and here, where you can book a day trip where you just have to show up at the pickup point and the tour agent is going to take care of everything for you. So this is a wrap for my Niagara Falls vlog. Stay tuned for more such travel information and loaded tips. Remember to check out my Canadian and US playlist for more such videos. See you then. Bye bye.